So tell me why you're here.
I have clicking in my jaws. It all started really with ear pain.
Yeah.
Went to the doctor, and family doctor said he couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
Went to the ENT, and his initial thinking was it was TMJ. And then he also found a hole in the eardrum, which he repaired, and that didn't fix the pain, the clicking, the tension, and the headaches and all.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, we went to the neurologist. He wanted to check me for trigeminal neuralgia.
Yeah.
That was negative. And then he also sent me to the dentist, which she gave me the night guard and put me on ibuprofen.
Did the night guard help you at all?
It did a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. The ibuprofen, was it messing with your stomach? Was it too much?
The ibuprofen did mess my stomach up. It actually gave me stomach ulcer.
Yeah.
And I'm still kind of dealing with that right now. So.
Yeah, but you're off the ibuprofen?
Off the ibuprofen, yep.
Good for you.
Yep.
When do you get the headaches?
Usually in the mornings.
Okay.
Usually either a couple hours after I wake up or
Sure.
instantly.
Yeah. What about it, end of the day, like before you go to bed?
If I get them during the day, they're usually an all-day headache, and I can't get rid of them until that night. I just have to close my eyes and massage my head and take some either Tylenol or ibuprofen.
When we were doing your evaluation with the 3D imaging yesterday, we found something called the calcified stylohyoid ligament. They call it Eagle syndrome. A lot of times that can be responsible for ear pain.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll throw that up in the video. But bruxism is associated with that.
Yeah.
So if you're clenching and grinding, it's possible that that was the genesis of,
Right.
the hardening of that soft tissue to make that thing longer. So
it's been mainly headaches and just the tension through here.
So on both sides of your cheek muscles and your temples, that's primarily where things ache?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are your teeth cold sensitive?
They are. If I can tell if I don't wear my night guard and I'm grinding a lot,
Yeah.
I can tell that they're sensitive to cold.
Yeah. Is it primarily in the back, the front, everywhere?
The back, definitely.
The back mostly?
Yep.
What if I hand you a piece of gum or a chewy food? Do you have trouble with that?
It does. It tires my jaws out. Yeah. And I don't chew gum anymore.
Really?
No.
Not because you don't like it, just because you don't want to deal with
Right.
the soreness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. All right, bite home hard and go to the side and open. Perfect. So popping and clicking happened right after braces came off,
Yeah.
and it wasn't there prior to braces.
No.
Then the pain started a couple years ago,
Yep.
and it's unrelenting.
Yes.
The swipes I'm making are very precise. They're based on the data, not the marks. Remember the ink ribbon? Remember from the videos?
Right.
This is crap. This is old analog tech, but I have to use it to mark. But I'm always cross-referencing the marks with the actual data.
Okay.
And it's very minuscule what I'm taking here, so don't be scared of it, okay?
All right.
You'll hear a lot of noise, but it's not a lot of grinding, okay? It's more reshaping. See, you've got a wear facet. What that is, it's like a, it's almost like a tire, and you've got like a balding spot on the tire, on the tread. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Right where the data is telling me to go. It's not hurting, is it? Okay, lips together. Back the teeth together a few times. Doesn't feel bad, does it? Right home hard. To the right. And open. there's already an improvement. See this black line when you ramp up? This is the total amount of force.
Yeah.
See, like nothing here. You're clenching. You're clamping together. Look how flat that is.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and smooth. And now as it goes down, see the way it kind of hiccups, stair steps?
Yep.
Like defibrillated? That's, I mean, it's getting better. Before it was a real mess. You know, there's still some stuff in the way. You know, see how this is interesting. Our timing is taking longer, but it's actually the hiccups here on the muscular starting to slow down a little bit. This is still not right, but see, it would be opposite to what Kirstein's research says for the moment. Because now it's telling me it's time to start bonding to that canine. Because I don't want to grind the heck out of your back teeth.
Right.
Right? And you've already ground the tip off this canine over the years.
Mm-hmm.
You know that's flat. What I'm going to do, like I'm going to bond your canine. At the end of the appointment today, I'm going to image that thing with CAD/CAM technology.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you call me a year from now. I broke that damn tip, right? I'm like, okay, come on. Everybody like, well, do you need to redo me? And I'm like, no. Shouldn't have to, because I took an image of exactly how it was. We'll just rebuild that tooth in ceramic.
Okay.
Yeah. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
So because the ceramic is extremely hard stuff. Good luck breaking that.
Mm-hmm.
People wear veneers for like 10 plus years.
Right.
Bonding, it's plastic, kinda.
Mm-hmm.
Not really, but you know, you probably get 5-ish years out of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like a machine part that you wore down, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I refurbish it with respect to what it was OEM, right? The problem is the orthodontists, they don't quantify their end result. They don't put numbers to it, you know? They don't do any of this kind of stuff. They all should, in my opinion. Because then and only then, it's kind of like you slap tires on a vehicle, but you don't align it with the computer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so everything wears out faster, and imagine it was alive, you know? It wouldn't like running unbalanced. Yeah, when he moved you around in braces, that first molar on your bottom, it's kind of kicked up, and it's like a sore thumb sticking out of the whole line of fire, you know? Remember those numbers at the beginning?
Yeah, they were about double.
Yeah, probably. Subjectively, right?
Yeah.
See, so now that engine isn't running so much, and biochemically you're not spitting out all that lactic acid.
Right.
That lactic acid is what makes you feel, ow, like that hurt,
Yeah.
sore. And then also theoretically, like I said, if you're not a habitual clencher or grinder, if the teeth are triggering that, because brain is trying to get that to happen, what I'm doing for you,
Yeah.
it's trying to do that naturally, right? But it can't because everything's on an incline. How the hell do you get rid of this when two diamonds opposing one another?
Yeah.
You
Can't do it.
People break teeth a lot when they clench and grind, for example, right?
Yeah.
Because they're doing this. So if this was the trigger, this imbalance in your bite and the excursions, the sideways movements, that's why you're grinding and clenching, it should go away. But if you've got a twitch in your central nervous system,
Right.
right, I can't stop that. What's it feel like?
It feels much better already.
Is your headache gone?
Yeah.
Remember, you walked in with a headache?
Yeah.
It's seriously gone?
It's seriously gone.
Feels all right?
Yeah.
Even though you've been opening, closed, and moving all this, it's not bad, huh? Cool. I hate when that happens, right? So maybe it was worth the drive from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, you're pushing it now, right? All right, home, left. Open. That's pretty swift. It's impossible to get somebody A+ perfect. You know, I could have done you 100 times today, and the outcome would have been slightly different every time.
Right.
It's like art.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality is, see, we're shooting to the canine. We still got a rub back there. I'm going to nail that. Then he's being drawn back over here.
Yeah.
But these numbers are like unbelievably different. Even though he's still a little angry, he's not bad. If he was a 7 out of 10, he's about a 2 out of 10 now, you know, as far as I'm angry.
Yeah.
And these guys are pretty well shut down. These little sparks, those will go away with time.
Go straight towards the canine.
Yeah, the point is it goes to the canine, and it's mostly left temporalis when you're functioning that way.
Yeah.
And it takes you 4 or 5 seconds to do so. So, you know, it's based on the research, it's good enough. Based on my experience, you're in the A- range right now.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like more of the pressure's forward.
Forwards,
than-
that's normal, yeah. Yeah, and these guys, we're always working to make sure they're still touching. You can't really feel it.
Right.
But I try to keep little spots where it'll not twist and erupt again or move around and shift.
Yeah.
Because teeth move. Excuse me. But we can control, if you tripodize, like have 3 points, so it doesn't want to roll and tip. Like your problem primarily was when they put you in braces, these first molars on your bottom were tipped, especially on that right side.
Yeah.
Like, he's supposed to be sitting like this, but he's like this.
Right.
Yeah. Didn't distort the tooth, it just distorted his position in space.
Yeah.
Okay, you walked in here with a headache.
Mm-hmm.
You still have the headache?
No, I don't.
Where was the headache this morning?
It was in the temples.
Both sides?
Yep.
And point to where it was, if you would. Right up in there.
Right in the temples, yep.
And now it's like, no big deal.
No.
And we've been working this for what, about 15 minutes, maybe an hour?
Yeah.
And you've been open and closing, what, a couple, maybe 100 times?
Yep.
Subjectively, what's it feel like just to move your jaw around?
Feels smoother.
Easier, right?
Yeah, easier.
More efficient?
Mm-hmm.
I have you in 3D. So let's say you broke that tip off someday, right?
Yeah.
I can basically, I just barely scratch up the surface. I take another picture, I'd superimpose this one over what I prepared of the tooth, and then I would design to build that machine part exactly the same. It'll be within about 30 microns of where it was, which is 3/100ths of a millimeter.
Wow.
So I virtually designed that based on this template, so to speak, kind of overlapping a layer.
Yeah.
There's a robot in the other room that mills it out, and then I fuse it to the tooth and you're done.
Mhm.
And we don't have to DTR you again.
Cool.
Assuming that little part throws you back into spasm.
You're right. Yeah.
Which yours was so small, I doubt it would.
Okay.
But if it does, we got it. Tell me again what it feels like compared to this morning when you walked in.
It feels smoother. The bite feels more even,
Yeah,
and I don't have the headache.
the headache's gone.
Yeah.
Like, didn't take any aspirin, took no Advil.
Nothing. No.
The tension's gone.
Yep.
Feel relaxed?
Yeah.
Feel like you had a massage maybe?
Yeah.
I hear that a lot.
Do you?
Yeah. How was your neck? Was your neck ever involved or your shoulders?
Yeah. It was my shoulders. Were tight all the time.
What's it feel like now? Any different?
Yeah, actually. Yeah. It's a little bit looser.
That was minor
Yeah.
to you, but
Yeah.
it feels a little looser now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I have you swift with cold water now.
Yeah, for grins, what was it yesterday?
He was 4 or 5.
What number are you?
0.
0.
Yeah.
So that's profoundly different.
Yeah.
You glad you came?
Oh yeah.
Any suggestions for anyone that might be listening or thinking about it, or?
Just do your research and come to you.
Yeah, okay, that'll work. Thanks a lot.